What's good, YouTube? Miguel and Amber here with Perfectly Engineered Reptiles on our way to the Lakeland show. So we've been debating because it's spelled F-I-R-E-X-P-O. I think they were going for Fire Expo, but it could be Fire Expo. Amber, what do you think?
I think it's Fur Expo.
Fur Expo, I like it. A reptile show called Fur Expo. Who would have thought? Yeah, so we haven't decided really if we're even going to get anything because we're kind of specific at this point. Our collection's kind of at the size that we want. You know, we've got some females breeding, and really it's just some specific genes. So we're kind of on the hunt for, it's called, what's one of the ones we're looking for, Amber?
A hatchling rack.
A hatchling rack, yep. With at least 18 slots, because I feel like that'd be at least 3 clutches for us. Which I think is probably close to where we'll be, but ultimately we'd like to find something with like 30. I know sometimes vendors are here, we'll see, get some heat tape and some stuff so I can outfit the refrigerator for the incubator. If not, if there's a good deal on like a made incubator, we might pick that up because we still need the incubator. But I don't mind actually building one. And even so, even if we don't find a good hatchling rack, if I can find some good sized tubs, I'll build my own hatchling rack and just outfit it with those tubs. But we got to see what we can find. Also some doobie roaches, which is not snake related, but I feel like the bearded dragon would like them, and our guy's kind of a weird hunter. You know, maybe one day we'll show you feeding him his mealworms, because he's not the best at it, and I feel like he'd be a little bit easier. The roaches might be a little bit easier for him. If we get lucky and break down on willpower, we may try to see if there's a sable or maybe even a blackhead. We like those dark genes. Comment below for all you guys that happens to. We're not buying any snakes this time. We just want to go look, and you walk out like, well, we done messed up. Here's 2 more snakes. It's happened to us more than once. So, but we'll see what happens. Amber, you think we're gonna get any snakes today?
I think it's likely because we're weak.
Comment below if you guys are weak. See, she's an enabler. She can just tell me no and I'd listen. She's an enabler. But yeah, we'll see you guys at the show. Look at that. Look at that line. It's serious here. It's awesome. Good to see. It's so damn hot in Florida. Anyway, we made it, guys. Let's get the wide angle. All right, guys, the Fur Expo was great. We had a great time. Obviously not as big as Daytona, but a very well together show. A lot of tables. We actually wanted to find a rack, but wasn't much there. It was a lot of cages and reptile stuff, but I think only one incubator in the whole place was actually for sale. But a lot of cool stuff. I got a hat and I got 2 koozies. And then Amber, what did you pick up? I don't remember.
Well, we said while we were in the car that I figured we'd be pretty weak and not manage to leave without buying any additional snakes. I was right, and we left with 5 new snakes for our collection.
Oh yeah, there was that too. I forgot. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. We added some new genes, and we're gonna reveal those to you right now, and show you our weakness. But how beautiful it is. Sometimes weakness can be a beautiful thing. You got to embrace it. So here we are. We're gonna start revealing the snakes we picked up.
All right. So this is my second pick. Also from Steve's Morphs. She is quite small. And coming through in the video, you can see that she's a little feisty. But she's got a nice dark background, some good caramel colored browns here along her side and the alien heads, and the nice dorsal stripe along the back. She is our leopard cinnamon, possible mahogany. Steve did have another snake that was definitely leopard cinnamon, and when we compared the two, You can tell from a color difference. We're pretty sure that this girl is definitely mahogany, but we'll have to breed her to a known mahogany just to prove that out. If we get a super mahogany out of that pairing, then we would know for sure that she's got mahogany in her. But her pattern is a little jumbled up, which is coming from the leopard, and the cinnamon is making her blacks very black, as is that possible mahogany if it's in there. Next up, I'm going to weigh her. She's so very small, but also quite pretty. Turn this on. Get her in the bowl. 67. We've got a new smallest snake record here. And we will be getting her new home soon, unprepped and cleaned. Hopefully we'll see her calm down a little bit and get a little bit less skittish as we go. One more look for you guys before I put her away. She's just so pretty. And this is our other girl from Steve's Morphs. She's also very small. Trying to find her head here. She's another dark one. As you can see, we're going for a lot of dark genetic morphs. Genetical, because that's a word. Very similar to the other girl you just saw. Very dark background, especially along her back, her dorsal. Her stripe along here is a little more split up, so you can definitely tell that she's different from the one we just saw. And then her browns are coming through. I don't know how well it's showing in the video, but they're a bit more of a almost toffee color than the last girl we saw. And one of the really big differences is her belly. Most, if not all of our snakes that we have here have a very white belly. You can't even see it, she's not cooperating. Hers has a very pale brown color to it. I'm struggling to get her to turn over here. There we go, that's a better view. But the belly itself is like a pale toffee color with some darker bits along the sides there. So it's not a very clean one, but it's also just that color is so very different. And I'll show you on the other snakes as we go, make sure you can see that difference. But she is a black pastel sable. So 2 weeks ago at the Daytona show, we did get a black pastel girl there. So now we have two with that particular gene in it. But sable is another dark morph that we wanted to get into. And so she is our first sable girl. All right, next we're gonna weigh her. I imagine she's also gonna be somewhere in that 70 range, similar to the others you've seen. Zero it out, get her in the bowl and off my finger. Come on, girl, stay in there. 66. There we go. Getting a lot of really small hatchlings right now. It is the season for them, so it's pretty normal. And then you'll see as they all grow and get larger and how we decide to breed them together. My first one that actually caught my eye was this bad boy right here. He is trying to go off the table right now. He is an adult mahogany male. He is a proven breeder already from Steve's Morphs, so we know that he's gonna do some work for us, produce some babies. The goal here is to get more mahogany snakes without albino in them, so that as we continue to breed other genes in, like the black pastel, orange dream, cinnamon, we're not constantly having to keep in mind which ones have het albino, because eventually we're going to get away from the albino snakes that we've got already. So he will definitely be key into making that happen. Next, we're going to weigh him, assuming he is cooperative. All right. Miguel's helping me here because he's a big boy and is quite energetic. 1236. So he's actually our biggest male now, larger than any of the others that we've had since they were hatchlings. Very exciting. And he will get paired probably to Neith very, very soon. It's just some more visuals of him. He's got very nice caramel brown colors. As I was mentioning with the black pastel sable, you can see his belly here. It's very white. Similar along the sides, where you can see the dark scales coming through a scale at a time, almost pixelated looking. But the whites are white, very white, unlike that black pastel sable girl. All right, he is getting quite feisty, so I'm going to put him away. His browns are coming through very beautifully, nice coffee caramel kind of color and dark background, just exactly what we want from our mahogany jeans.
All right, guys, so I'll be starting this off. I got mine from Marty's Morphs. Those of you who don't know, I bought a VPI Axanthic het genetic stripe and a mahogany albino male from Marty last year. Quality stuff, good guy. Him and his wife are really, really nice. And so we decided to pick up this girl on the way out. We actually got mine second, and kind of knew what he was producing and knew he had some good stuff. Of course, she's not. There she goes. There we have it. So this beautiful thing here with this solid stripe, for those of you who haven't already guessed, is a genetic stripe. Yep. And the kicker is she is also 100% VPI Axanthic. So when she's ready here in 2 or 3 years, she will be bred to my Axanthic het G stripe, and I will make some beautiful Axanthic G stripes. Eventually I'll probably want to add pastel to it. As you can see, she's a good looking genetic stripe. Most of you know genetic stripes are very affordable recessive to get into. I do think it's making somewhat of a comeback. It's kind of been on the back burner for a little bit, and I think just like hypo, more people are recognizing all the stuff that still has to be done with it and all of the great projects it can be put into. So we'll start with the Axanthic genetic stripe, and who knows where we'll go from there. We definitely want to get some other genes into it eventually, see how bright we can make it, and then maybe venture out from there. I imagine a lot of her babies will be holdbacks. We'll see. So she's super moving around right now, so I don't know if she's going to let me weigh her, but we're sure going to try. All right, and she's coming in at a whopping 77 grams. So not exactly an anaconda, but you know, we're working on it. Alright, and now let me show you my other one. Alright guys, here is our second one that we got from Marty. This one was just a deal that we couldn't pass up. It was priced very competitively. It wasn't actually one of the main genes that we wanted to get to. It was kind of one of the ones that we thought down the road we might get to. And as you know, we have Clown and Desert Ghost are our main two. I like Axanthic. I'm not going to do much with it, but you know. And so we found this beautiful girl. And I'm afraid, hopefully the camera picks it up, but I'm afraid it's not going to. She might just look like a pastel to you guys, but if you can't tell and you can see the sides, I'm trying to give you guys a chance to figure it out before I tell you. These beautiful side patterns and the way this is. Look it up on MorphMark and compare to some other ones if you're curious, but this is Red Stripe. Made famous, I think, by Justin Kabolka and the Magma and it being part of the Pompeii. So it's really been there. Maybe down the road that might be something we want to do, but more are like our immediate. Look at that head stamp. Oh my god, she's so gorgeous. Look at that. How can you not love this gene? It looks to be subtle, but she's a very good expression of Red Stripe. And I want to see what she does with Mahogany and Leopard and some of this other stuff. And then maybe eventually we'll work it into some of the recessives like Clown. But yeah, she is just gorgeous. Sweet girl. And full disclosure, yeah, we picked her up for $250, and that was just a deal that we couldn't really pass up. It's a really good deal, especially pastel Red Stripe. So I feel like when she goes to a Mahogany, it's probably going to make something pretty cool. We couldn't even find any in World of Ball Pythons. And she is 78 grams. So both around the same. Both beautiful girls, going to do amazing things for us. Pastel Red Stripe. Comment below what your guys' thoughts are on Red Stripe, guys. I'm eager to see what people think about this gene.
All right. Well, you've seen our 5 new snakes that we picked up from the Lakeland Reptile show. And let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah, thanks guys. Also stay tuned. We have another reveal coming up in just a few short days. Perfectly Engineered Reptiles trying to make some moves, taking this serious. It's a big, strong passion for us. And then in about 2 weeks, we have a male that we really, really are excited to show off and is really going to be a big part of us going forward. So if you haven't liked and subscribed and hit that bell notification for, when we hit out new videos, please do so. And, as always, have fun with the ball pythons.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at perfectly_engineered_reptiles. Thanks, y'all. We'll see you next time.